Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata473. As you may remember, the great Astra passed over the army without hurting anybody. The great Narayanastra passed over their heads, and the wisdom of Krishna had saved them all from entire annihilation. Duryodhana saw what had happened. He asked Ashwatthama to send it again. Ashwatthama smiled ruefully and said, "That's not possible. It can only be sent once. If I try again, it will kill me and us. But it's of no matter. Duryodhana, they have all fallen at my feet. It means that they have admitted defeat. Death and defeat mean the same to a Kshatriya. Their life is such a shame to them from now on, since they're all cowards." This comfort was not enough for Duryodhana. He wanted to see them dead. This moral and spiritual death meant nothing to him. He said as much to Ashwatthama. He said, "If you cannot send this Astra, send something else. You have so many of them at your command. I must see them killed." Ashwatthama attacked Drishtadyumna now. It was like the death grip of a lion on an elephant. The fight raged for a long time. All the heroes were trying to help their dear commander, but it was no use trying to fight with this man, who was mad with grief and anger. Arjuna came up to him and said, "Let me see the prowess you seem to be so keen on displaying. I have heard of your power, Ashwatthama. I have heard of your wisdom, your valor, your bravery. I know, too, about the affection you have for the sons of the king Dhritarashtra, and your hatred for the sons of Pandu. If you are really as powerful as you are reputed to be, let me see some of it. Come and fight with me." Ashwatthama took up the challenge of Arjuna. The fight was wonderful. Both were the disciples of the same master, and it was a pleasure to watch them fight. Ashwatthama was becoming impatient. He wanted to finish off Arjuna soon. The Astra belonging to Agni was invoked by him, and he sent it against Arjuna and his army. The army was beginning to be burnt up. Arjuna was wild against this man who had fought against all codes of chivalrous fighting. Arjuna invoked the Brahmastra and sent it to quench the fury of the fire. A cool breeze blew, and the fury of the two Astras had abated. Ashwatthama went away from the battlefield. He wanted to be alone with his grief. There, when he was alone, he met Vyasa. He asked Vyasa, "My lord, why did my Astras fail? Why did they? How could they?" Vyasa said, "Ashwatthama, you sent them against Nara and Narayan, who have been born as Arjuna and Krishna, to rid the world of her troubles. It is not possible to defy them or to destroy them. You are foolish in trying to do the impossible. Your father has reached the heavens. There's nothing in it for you to grieve. Go home, my child, and think of tomorrow." The army of the Kauravas was withdrawn at the end of the day. With a grateful sigh, the Pandava army too went back to the camp. They could sleep tonight. That was the first thought in the minds of all the soldiers. The Kaurava army camp was sunk in gloom. Bhishma was gone, and now, on the 15th day of the war, they had lost Drona. He was like a great fortress which had so far withstood the attack of the Pandava army. But now he was gone. Duryodhana was not able to even think. His mind was almost unhinged because of this dire calamity which had befallen him. Radeya and Dushasana tried in vain to comfort him. So passed the dreadful night. Karnaparva. Chapter 1. Radeya in command. The 15th day of the Great War had ended disastrously for the Kauravas. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.